We're back this week for another edition of Te Akau TV, and we're joined first up by Ben Gleeson, Te Akau assistant trainer from the Cranbourne Barn. Ben, big week coming up with Imperatriz headlining in the TJ Smith.
Yeah, it is, Hamish. It's been already felt a big enough autumn, but this is the week that matters arguably the most. Her grand final, her chance to go up to Sydney, and we can't wait. She headed up there last night, and she's in the best order. She's been all prep, and she's certainly ready to peak.
Now, a lot's been said about the weather. What are we thinking there? Has the rain arrived in Sydney yet? We're currently Friday morning at this stage.
Yeah, so a few spies up there. Apparently overnight they had 41 mil at Randwick. I know they've moved or cancelled the jump outs on the grass. Supposedly the rest of Sydney's had 100 mil already, and there's 100 mil predicted today. So pretty nerve-wracking 24 hours ahead. You would think if they get 150 mil, they would probably second guess having the race day, and they may move it back. I think it was 2015 or so that they pushed the whole carnival back a week. I certainly think they wouldn't hesitate in doing that if they thought it was the right choice. And there's nice weather all around next week, so it's probably likely that they would want to do that anyway.
Of course, the Golden Slipper, I think in 2021 was moved back a week in similar circumstances as well. But I guess if it does go ahead, we get less than that 150 mils, and they decide Racing New South Wales decides to kick on. Can she get through the slosh?
Yeah, I believe so. Like I've got from Mark mentioning her heavy track form in New Zealand and going through and watching her replays when she won the Foxbridge Plate, she demolished them basically on what was a heavy 10, and her action looked incredibly economical across that sort of surface. So she hasn't seen it for a while, so I guess there's that slight question mark. But true champions can often go on all surfaces, and she's fit and well. And I'd certainly rather be heading into this TJ off the back of 4 runs and fit than first up on a heavy 10.
Excellent. Well, we'll have all eyes on her across both sides of the Tasman on Saturday. And just quickly, while we've got you, Sans Doot on Saturday there at Flemington, massive coming from the back. I saw the drone footage earlier in the week, and if you haven't seen that, it's worth checking out. But what a performance!
Yeah, she was incredible. Mare just keeps going from strength to strength and raising the bar. We'd hope she would or could do it. Even run a top 3 in a stakes race would be some achievement, going from sort of a 70 rater. I think she's up to 97 now, so it's been an amazing preparation. Mick D's ride was as good as you'll ever get. We sort of had that strategy pre-race, but very rarely do your strategies come to fruition. So incredible ride. The mare's flying, and she'll get another chance at stakes grade in Adelaide in about 3 weeks' time.
Excellent. And interestingly, next week, Ben, there's horses posted pretty much everywhere. So I believe Randwick will see Campionessa line up in the Mares Mile. Contessa headlines the Oaks field. In Bendigo, we see certainly take place in the Bendigo Guineas and supported by Midnight Blue. And then over at Morfettville, which we haven't had runners at for a number of years, I believe, Quali Al Farasha and Skew Whiff head over there.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible weekend. I think I counted last night. We'll have 8 to 9 runners for the weekend or week. So yeah, we'll have the 2 mares. They just had their final gallop here this morning, or good solid gallop anyway. Campionessa and Quintessa, they worked up fantastic. They're on track. And then, we head up to Bendigo. Certainly she's come through that run fine. Whether she just didn't handle Moonee Valley or not, but her piece of work yesterday was terrific. As good a piece of work as I've seen here. And she'll be every chance at Bendigo Guineas. We may possibly send Carly Alfarisha there, just so she doesn't have 2 trips to Adelaide in a short period of time, but we'll weigh that up. She's also entered to jump out here Monday. And we'll also send Prismatic up to Bendigo. He had a jumps trial on Wednesday and performed really well. I think he'll be hard to beat going up there. And head to Adelaide, Skew Whiff. She'll trial here on Monday and head over there. So got some incredible chances. And Midnight Blue, he'll run in the Terrain Cup on the Sunday. And then we'll have the 2 jumpers go around the Mighty Spar and leaderboard on the Sunday as well at Pakenham. So it'll be an action-packed weekend.
Excellent, Ben. Well, thanks for your time today, mate. We're going to cross over to Sam Burgesson now in the Manamana Barn. But good luck tomorrow, and we will catch you again sometime soon.
Thanks, Hamish. Cheers.
Well, we've just caught up with Ben Gleeson in the Cranbourne barn there, and here we're joined by Te Akau trainer Sam Burgess. And Sam, what's going on?
Hey, Hazy. Yeah, pretty quiet week. Well, start to the week, but a busy weekend. We got runners at Pukekohe, and then obviously the Group 1 meeting at Trentham, and we had runners yesterday at Ashburton. So, it's sort of quieting down. A lot of the horses are going for a well-deserved break, and we're getting plenty of the yearlings in and educating them. So, a quieter time, but also an exciting time getting those younger ones through the system.
Fantastic. And a quick look at the winners of the week that's been, Sam, there. Pukatero on Saturday at Ellerslie was pretty impressive, ridden cold there and getting up late on the line.
Yeah, look, obviously, we've taken a bit of time with her. She's relatively lightly raced, but, she has always been very talented. Has a few screws loose at times, can be a bit of a handful, and probably it wasn't by plan to sort of be that far back, but she missed the kick. But look, it was a really good effort, and it helps having Opie aboard. It was a fantastic ride.
Excellent. We spoke to Ben there about Sans Doot, which was awesome to see. And then Ashburton there on Thursday, Can't Catch Me, a nice one there.
Yeah, really well-deserved win. She'd sort of been knocking on the door, just finding one or two better. So hopefully, she can get a bit of confidence and go on with it now.
Excellent. Well, let's kick things off there down at Pukekohe Park, the Ellerslie meeting there, or Auckland Thoroughbred Racing meeting there at Pukekohe Park, and race 2, the TAB 1200 2-year-old set weight and penalty 1200 metres. The victorious, impressive winner on debut. Things didn't go quite her way there last start at Trentham, but the triple A must have done her some good.
Yeah, she had a bit of a break after that, and has come back in really good order. I thought her trial was really good. It looks quite a sharp field with a bit of trial form. I think there's a couple of handy ones in it, but we've sort of got the runs on the board, which I think will count for a lot. But she's come back in really good order. Really nice filly to look forward to sort of for this upcoming campaign, but if not, the 3-year-old season as well. But I think she's a really good chance.
And race 7, the Sistema 1500 rating 75 benchmark, another race that's come up fairly strong there. Family Ties comes into it in good form, being a last start winner, draws barrier 8 with Jessica Allen on board.
Yeah, you did right. There's a couple of above average ones in this. She has to make the step up, back up to 75 grade, but there's no reason she can't do it. She's in really good form at home. Like her work since her win has been super. Jess rides all her work, knows her very well, and if she can get a bit of luck, it's a little bit of a niggly gate, but if she can get across one off somewhere, I think she can run a real race.
A race 8 there, the Sky City Horizon 2200 devoted, draws out wide there in barrier 15, services of Niranjan Palmer.
Yeah, he's another that's in good form. A little bit of a sticky gate. We'll have to go back, but if he got the right splits, I'm sure he can be a really nice each way chance at odds.
And down to Trentham there for the Manawatu Sires meeting there. We race 1, the Oak Stud Premier 3-year-old set weight and penalties 1200. 2 runners take their place. Egyptian Queen draws barrier 10 with Warren Kennedy, and Tightly Laced draws barrier 1 with Viramu Pin on board.
Yeah, 2 really nice chances like both these fillies. Tightly Laced, obviously very lightly raced, but highly talented. She was just beaten down there at Wellington last time, and no reason why she can't go one better. And Egyptian Queen, a very handy horse that's been racing in some really nice races. Had a trial there at Taupo, trialled really well. We've just taken the noseband off her. She can sometimes be a bit tardy from the gates, but jumped out really well at the trial without the noseband. So we think that's key. As long as she jumps out, she's drawn the outside barrier. I think we've drawn the outside barrier in 5 of the 6 races down there. So whether that's hopefully, with the way the track plays, it might even be a blessing. But we will need a bit of luck, but it shouldn't matter too much in this race down the chute. So hopefully she can jump out, put herself there, and I think she'll be very hard to beat if she does.
And race 2 there, the Resident Premier rating 75 benchmark 1200. Insatiable was good at Waikato. Things didn't go quite his way there at Tauranga. How can we expect him to perform there on Saturday?
Yeah, disappointing at Tauranga. Not really sure what went on. Like his work has been super. Whether it's a right-handed thing, we're not sure. Back left-handed. He has run well at Trentham before. Another one with a sticky gate, but down the chute. So hopefully he can sort of slot in. He just needs cover to see him settle. But his work on Tuesday was super. Opie rode him and said, he was probably one of the picks of the morning. So off his track work, we expect a really bold showing.
Excellent. Race 4 there, the Group 3 Higgins Concrete Manawatu Classic over the 2100. Balance of Power draws barrier 12 with Warren Kennedy on board.
Yeah, obviously needs to take the step up to black type. But look, if you took Roger's one out at the top, it's sort of almost a one-win race, really. So he finds himself in the right race. We think the step up to 2100 really suits him. And another one that has actually been working really well. So we're pleased with him. We think we've got him as good as we can have him heading in towards tomorrow. But he has drawn the outside, so we'll probably have to go back and ride him for a bit of cover.
And race 6 here, the Group 2 City of Palmerston North Awapuni Gold Cup. Ayatir Lad, really good in the Kaimai Stakes there, coming third, and things got bumped around a bit there in the Group 2 Japan Trophy last up.
And obviously struck the very heavy ground. Obviously, they copped a heap of rain that day. But like his run 2 starts ago, like you say, in the Kaimai Stakes was very good at 2000. Obviously, 2100 on Saturday. He's drawn the outside as well. So look, we'll just probably leave it up to Warren. We'll sort of assess the earlier races and sort of sort the map out from there. But he's racing in fantastic form this season. He's a grand old campaigner. We love having him around, and another in really good form. So hopefully he's a nice each-way chance.
Excellent. And race 7 there, the Group 1, all eyes will be on this race, the Courtesy Ford Manawatu Sires Produce Stakes for the 2-year-olds, set weights over 1400. Really classy field of 2-year-olds. I haven't seen a stronger field of 2-year-olds for a long time there. Really talented horses across the board. And we've got 3 in there, Sam, all with good chances, I would presume, led by Move to Strike there in barrier 8 with Wiremu Pin on board.
Yeah, like you say, obviously it's only a 10-horse field, but all with a really good chance, I feel. Some really talented gallopers. Obviously, Marsha's fillies there is the pinnacle, and she's the one to beat. Drawn barrier 1, she'll be very hard, but we're really happy with our 3. We'll start Move to Strike. Obviously, we're going into Matamata with a lot of confidence into the Colts race. He pulled up with a bit of a heart arrhythmia, but look, we've run all our tests here at home. And we're really pleased with him heading in towards Saturday. We can't fault him. His work on Tuesday with Unbridled Joy was super. He probably, like, if we're honest, had the edge on him a little bit. And Wiremu Pin has been coming in and doing a lot of work with us. So it would be fantastic to see him get a result because he is a very talented rider. And we think this horse, if he's 100% on Saturday, which we feel he is, he can run a real race. We'll probably look to ride him with a bit of cover from that barrier draw, but he looks a really nice chance. Unbridled Joy, I thought his run in the Colts race at Matamata was really good. He's unfortunately drawn the outside. He's normally a shade slow away, so we'll probably look to go back, but he gets the blinkers on, and I think up to 1400, really brings him into it. And Opie rode him on Tuesday. The other colt probably had his measure on Tuesday, but look, the blinkers go on Saturday, and he's more than capable and captured by Love. Just no luck in the Group 1, really. She sort of drew out. We went to go forward, was going to be posted, had to slide all the way back, and then was really strong to the line. So up to 1400 we think suits her with a nicer barrier today. We can be sort of a bit more positive. She should be there or thereabouts, and I think she can give it a real shake.
Excellent. And race 8 there, the listed Bramco Granite and Marble Flying Handicap, open handicap over the 1400. Petrucci lines up there for Trelawney Stud, draws barrier 12 with Vinnie Colgan on board. Yeah,
very talented mare on her day. We're really keen to see how she goes at the 1400. It's her first go. She sort of always attacks the line like she's wanted 1400. She gets her chance in a nice race there, obviously a lightweight. And Vinny, he's been coming in and riding plenty of work for us as well, and had a couple gallops on her, and he's really pleased. So, look, on her day, she's more than capable about taking this out. She's drawn the outside, so we normally ride her cold, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. And we're just taking the blinkers off just to hopefully see her settle a bit up to the 14 and added a shadow roll. But a really nice chance to hopefully end the day.
Excellent. Sam, where are we going for our best bet of the weekend?
Yeah, look, I've actually been terrible lately in the old best bet. Hopefully, I think down at Trentham there in the first race, hopefully we can start the day on the right note. I think Egyptian Queen's a really nice chance. I think, following on from that trial, she's certainly gone the right way. As long as she jumps with them, I think she'll be very hard to beat.
Excellent. Egyptian Queen there in the first race there tomorrow at Trentham, following on from Reese's best bet with Pocatero last week as well. So best of luck this weekend, Sam. I know your eyes will be on Imperatriz over the Tasman at some stage as well, but we'll catch you again sometime soon.
Awesome. Hazy, thanks for having me.
Rev up your racing excitement. Join Team Akau. It's easy, fun and affordable to be part of New Zealand's #1 stable, and we're now in Australia too. We've won more races, more group races and more prize money than any other stable, nearly $10 million in Australia and New Zealand alone. Imagine racing horses like Imperatriz, Campionessa, whether you're a first-time owner or seasoned pro at tiakauracing.com. Go the Tangerine!